Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4. Starting off here in Manicours on board the brand new Kawasaki ZX-6R 636. This is part of the DLC bonus pack, DLC number 10, and this is absolutely free of charge for everyone to download without paying any fee. Now, Estoril corner for turn 3, navigated pretty well with this magnificent Kawasaki. I've got to say, this is my first time using this said bike, and it is fantastic. Like everything that Team Green seemed to make, another amazing bike. Really big fan, and I was pleased to see a Kawasaki on there because I know how much the aces quite enjoy the green machines. Now we're into the right hand side for Adelaide, turn 5, nice tight apex, a little bit too tight as we cut the apex just a little bit. Now it's Manicours, of course. There is not much action happening here in Manicours because for some reason the AI in Ride 4 right here in this French track just aren't very good. They're really slow. Either we're just too good for them or they're just too slow. So already 2.5 seconds lead, so I want to try and make this a little bit of a challenge. Usually I would try and stay behind, allow the riders to try and chase me down, or try and make it a little bit more entertaining by me chasing them down. But here in this instance, I'm just going to go absolutely hell for leather and just completely go for it and see how wide and how big this advantage can come by the end of the Grand Prix. So turn 14, navigated extremely well on the right hand side of the tyre. We are utilising a hard front and a medium rear, combination I usually tend to go for in Ride 4. Now braking for the very difficult right-hander. Somewhat of an innocuous corner, the complex de la Chi, turn 15. It can catch you off guard a couple of times, especially if you're carrying quite a lot of speed in there. Because of the nature of coming out to turn 14 and then flicking it onto the left-hand side, you do carry a lot of speed there, and it's somewhat downhill. So it does actually sort of play with your mind a little bit. You do feel like you can brake rather late, and once you do brake a little bit too late, you will either go wide into the corner or onto the off-track, or even worse, you compromise all of your speed for the chicane, so when you try and attempt the chicane at your usual speed, you'll probably end up crashing or just completely messing up the corner. But now going into the very difficult corner of Adelaide, I usually brake around the 200 meter mark. Finding with the 600cc right here, that's absolutely fine. You can go for a nice 200 meter, 190 meter braking zone, utilising a bit of rear brake as well in there, just to slow the motorcycle down and keep the rear tyre travelling similar or the same speed as the front wheel as we completely cut the corner in turn 8 and giving ourselves a 0.3 of a second penalty. That is simply due to just lack of continuity, if you will. I'm going a bit stale on Ride 4, if you will. I need to sort of get back into it and start chucking in them faster lap times. I noticed particularly in the Southern 100 I wasn't as smooth as I usually am, but we're getting slowly back into it. MotoGP 21 of course takes up a lot of time now, and I still feel like I'm chucking the bike around as if it was MotoGP 21. Now into Chateau d'Eu, a little bit wide. We did lose 1.2 seconds, or excuse me, we have 1.2 seconds ahead of the previous lap, but of course, as mentioned earlier, standing start. Braking around the 150 meter zone. Bring it onto the right hand side for the complex de la Chi, navigated pretty well, get near enough to the rumble strip, onto the rumble strip again, onto the rumble strip once more for turn 17, and across the line we go. That is a 1:39.357. I do feel like we can go a lot quicker than that, so we will continue to push forward and make sure it is our main goal and priority to get around a 20-second lead to Patricia Bouillon. Now, considering Patricia is 11.5 seconds actually. The last time I looked it was around 10.5 seconds, so I assumed it would be the same. But now going on to 12 seconds advantage to the French lady behind in her home track. I really don't know why the AI is just so bad on this track. They are so slow, it's almost unbelievable. Now going into Adelaide, a little bit too tight there, completely messed up the apex. Once again braking a little bit too early. I've done that too many times. I do remember when there was a bug there, if you went too close to the apex you would be given a penalty no matter what. So whether you actually cut the corner or you didn't, it would still give you a hefty penalty. But now going into the quite difficult left-hander here for the 180. It's easy to sort of brake a little bit too much and trail brake as we get hit with a big stutter there. Actually, one thing I do want to mention is the amount of times I got stutter in this Grand Prix. Usually in Ride 4, when you get stutter, it means that someone behind you has crashed or entered the pits. I got it in the worst possible scenarios. Like, once again, you've seen there into turn 13, I got a bit of stutter, didn't know where the bike was going to go, and thankfully just were able to keep it up. I expected a restart coming in very soon, but thankfully we managed to stay on top of the motorcycle and not damage this wonderful Kawasaki ZX-6R 636. So this bike was from 2014, and I gotta say, this is a magnificent Kawasaki. I am really, really impressed with this pack. I wanted to do the time trial and chuck that in it with as well, but unfortunately it wasn't actually included with this particular Kawasaki. It was another ZX-6R. Now I imagine there'd be no complaints for the Aces since a lot of you are big Kawasaki fans, and I'm sure no one would be complaining to see another Kawasaki and DrAce combination. But I gotta say, I am enjoying seeing Dr. Ace in green, rocking the Johnny Ray helmet. It is a nice combination. I can see why everyone likes the green. I can see why everyone likes Kawasaki in general. But of course, my affiliation does lie with Yamaha, to be honest with you. Now leaving Adelaide, turn 5 on board the magnificent Kawasaki, just approaching 5 to 5 in the afternoon with 24 degrees weather. Not too bad, a little bit cloudy but no chance of rain, so that's all fine and dandy for the time being. We can still stay on the slicks and concentrate on improving this lead above 20 seconds as we get 5.5 tenths of a second quicker into sector 2. Now onto the right hand side for turn 10, a little bit of a slide there as well, just eager enough on the acceleration. I am running electronics as anti-wheelie 2, engine braking 2 and TCS 0. So if you didn't hear that and I stuttered, it was a TCS 0. It's been a long day, I've done a lot of recordings today, so this is a nice change to sort of chill out and do some Ride 4. The Trials Fusion video I did was rather exhausting, and of course the MotoGP ones, my goodness, the MotoGP 21 commentary, that takes it out of me, it really does, but I love them so much, they're so good. And now we're getting closer and closer to end this penultimate lap. That is a 1:38.368, another magnificent lap, but I do feel we can get a better lap time than that. Now I'm not sure if we could say a 30-second lead is possible. We're approaching a 25-second lead with relative ease, and you can see in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen there, the only person who is, well, within 25 seconds right now is Patricia Bouillon. Everyone else behind have done a woeful job right here in this French Grand Prix. No idea what they're playing at. They are just so pants when it comes to the Manicours track as we go up into the first sector by 33 thousandth of a second. Lovely tight apex. Get ready to bring on the acceleration. Slowly angle the bike out to 0 degrees. It's more of a sort of moving the analog stick slowly up to its natural position, opposed to just flicking it to the left or right. You've seen the hand cam, you know what I'm talking about, but if you haven't, that's best place to check it out. Corners such as this one, and to turn 5 as Adelaide, etc., and stuff like just moving gently to the right. Smooth, smooth, smooth analog control will help you a bunch. Of course, I do have a MotoGP 21 analog stick sort of bike control, bike handling guide coming out very, very soon. So stay tuned and stay ace, of course, for that one in the near future. As we now go into turn 14 for the Chateau d'Eu for the very final time. We'll only have 3 more corners to navigate as we go underneath the Manicours sign. To the left-hand side we go, 150 metres roughly, braking hard, going on to the right-hand side for turn 15. A little bit of rear brake, chucking the rear tyre out, and we have nailed the Manicours track. Another victory for Dr. Ace to add to the archive. So guys, as always, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be alerted to every single DrAce upload. Let me know in the comment section down below what else you would like to see. And upon that note, guys, thanks for watching and ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.